This is the Reds POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Cincinnati Reds. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Good afternoon, Reds fans, and welcome to another edition of the POSTCAST brought to you by Locked On Reds and the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. My name is Tim Daniel. I am a lifelong Reds fan in my second season here at Locked On covering the team, and I want to thank you for spending some time with us today as we discuss the Cincinnati Reds 10-2 victory over the New York Yankees. Today's episode is brought to you by Odoo. Great organizations win because operations matter, and that's why you should get Odoo. Try for free today at odoo.com/lockedon. That's odoo.com/lockedon. Well, on today's show, Sal Stewart has not one, not two, not three, but six runs batted in today. We're going to talk about that. Andrew Abbott has a solid game as well, and Edwin Arroyo has his first big league 4-hit game. This is what it's going to do, and we're going to have some fun. Let's go ahead and get right to the big day from Sal Stewart.
This is what you'll be talking about.
It's one of those Reds days, right, where it's like, you know, I got to get my ADHD comfort in. They will have days like yesterday where they are just terrible at the plate. They strike out 17 times. No one can seem to get on base. They can't get consistent hits. Like, what are we doing? And then you have days like today where it doesn't look good at first, right? Ben Rice hits a homer in the first inning, and you go, here we go again. But then the Reds start to kick into gear, and Sal Stewart today has some awesome at-bats. Some really good days that really good at-bats that this team absolutely needs at times like this when they're trying to get going and trying to get grooving again. So he goes out there today. Let's go ahead and break this all down real quick just so we have all the fun stuff and I don't forget anything because there is a lot to remember. So top of the third, he has a double. He has a double to left field that brings in Edwin and Blake Dunn. Has a sac fly in the top of the fifth for his third RBI, which leads to Spencer Steer then getting a home run. And then the top of the eighth, he has a double that clears the bases that brings in 3 more runs. Not too often you have days like that. And for the fact that a guy who's a rookie having days like that is pretty fun. As right here, William puts it, the first Red rookie with multiple 6 RBI games, fastest Red rookie by team games to reach 50 RBIs. Pretty awesome stuff right there. That's the guy that Sal Stewart is becoming for this team. A guy they can flat out just rely on. You're probably your second best hitter on the team, maybe your best hitter on the team, depending, with the groove Elly's in when he's back. But having them both is certainly a nice plus to have. The fact that those two guys were able to just kind of carry the load for this offense when needed when Elly's back helps a lot. And then we got some stuff today too. Other big things offensively I want to get to. Obviously, we're going to talk about Edwin Arroyo later in the show. But Blake Dunn seems to really like playing at Yankee Stadium. 2 more hits today and a walk. Had a bunt single. Scored 3 times. So that was really nice to see. JJ Bleday rips a double. Nathaniel Lowe gets 2 hits. Dane Myers comes in, gets yet another pinch hit. I'm like as pro Dane Myers as it gets. I think we can all agree the role he's in right now is this outfielder off the bench. He goes and gets pinch hits. It's pretty good. He seems to be handling that pretty well. So that's nice to see. Spencer Steer, like I said, hits a 3-run homer. Steer's obviously not swinging the bat well of late, but his last 3 hits now, I believe, are home runs. So there's that going for him at least. He's just kind of slugging. Novi Marte has another hit today. Matt McClain gets a hit. The only guy who got a bat for the Reds today did not get a hit is Jose Trevino. I think the Reds will take days like that where they have one guy who doesn't get a hit. They win by 8 runs, and their pitching doesn't get destroyed. Good to see, especially against a really good Yankees team. I mean, especially the team that owned you yesterday and you had no chance against. And today you go out there and you just you handle business. You tie the series. You get the rubber match tomorrow. They got your guy on the mound. They also have their guy on the mound. Tomorrow's set up to be a really fun baseball game for these two teams. So that was really fun to see. Shout out Sal Stewart leading the offense. Awesome game for him. And let's talk about Andrew Abbott.
It's time to reveal who made the biggest under-the-radar impact with today's X Factor.
So Andrew Abbott today has just turned the corner. I feel like we're at this point now. His ERA is now officially under 4. He's definitely found his groove. He goes 5 innings today of 1-run ball, that Goldschmidt solo shot. He has 6 strikeouts. He does have 3 walks. Thought he was really, really good today. I mean, thought he could have maybe got to the 6. Didn't go out that way. That's all right. Nice for TJ Antone to come in and pick it up where he left off and just kind of finish out the inning as well. And we'll get to Antone here in a moment. But Andrew Abbott is really finding his stride. His last 7 games, he's 3-2 in 7 starts, a 3.05 ERA, 38 innings, 31 strikeouts, a 1.3 WHIP. Yeah, he's finding his way again. I think the Reds really are figuring out how much they really need him there too. So with him, it's just kind of this, he was an all-star last year. And we know we're not really getting what we thought we would from Nick Lodolo. We know Brady Singer has been really disappointing. Rhett Lauder's been up and down. And we're waiting for Hunter Green to get back. So the things they're getting from Andrew Abbott and Chase Burns right now are kind of the only thing keeping the rotation going until they figure out where they're going. Hunter just had a really nice rehab outing yesterday, it looked like, in Arizona. So that's a big plus. But for Andrew Abbott today, just kind of stay low key. Thankfully it was a solo shot, didn't have to bug him, and he just buckled down and took care of business and picks up his 5th win of the year. Big game for the Reds here. I mean, obviously we talked about this a lot. It's kind of just like enjoy what you can, because there's not a whole lot of wins we can enjoy this year, right? So to get days like this is pretty nice as well. Other guys want to talk about TJ Antone today. Shout out TJ Antone with 2 really good innings. But then I'll bring his ERA down to 2.75. Just been a really, really good ground ball pitcher this year. And his time he's been back with the team. Brock Burke gives up a run. So. I'm not too upset. He's had plenty of days. Chase Petty continue to find a decent spot in this bullpen, where I know that that's not the future he wants, and I don't think that's the future the Reds want either, but he's finding ways to help the team right now. And today goes out there and does another solid ninth inning. Sure, the Reds are pretty happy about that. So this has been a really nice Saturday to be a Reds fan, and we don't have many days where we can talk like that, right? There's not many days where we can kind of go, all right, here we go, Red Legs. Thanks for being awesome today, and we're just going to go and have a fun Saturday. Doesn't happen too often. So now we can enjoy the win. We can go on to it, because I really want to get to diving into Edwin Arroyo's day today, because he swung the bat extremely well. Let's talk about Edwin Arroyo's performance right after this. But first, we're brought to you by Game Time. There's nothing like watching a Reds game. Even better when you get to watch it live. The excitement, the fans. The only problem is getting tickets can feel like a grind. Long queues, surprise fees, prices jumping at checkout. That's why there's Game Time. The Game Time app gives fans the advantage with constant innovation. It's how you unlock amazing tickets and experiences in just a few taps. It's simple to use. The Game Time guarantee means you get 100% authentic tickets delivered on time at the best price. And here's the best part. Fees are included in the price you see. What you see is what you pay. Period. You hear me talk about this all the time. You hear Jeff and Steve talk about it all the time. Game Time app is our preferred way of getting tickets to go to Reds games. We go down to the banks, have a drink somewhere over there, whether it's the Holy Grail, Condado, and it's anything like that. We grab a little bite to eat, and we just kind of keep an eye on the tickets, see how things drop. And as we get closer and closer to the first pitch, and we see the prices we want to pay, that's when we strike on Game Time. The seat view feature is huge. If you don't really know your way around GABP, you can check this out. You get a panoramic view from your exact seat. Say you just want to sit in a particular area you think will be comfy outside the sun. You're not necessarily worried about the seat. Zone deals come through there as well. You pick the section, and they save time while Game Time selects the seats. You can also follow your favorite team. Say you want to go to this Pirate series next weekend on the road. They've got you taken care of there as well. 2 taps and it's done. No stress, no hidden fees, just great seats and minutes. That's what makes it so easy to decide last minute to hit a game. Take the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDON to get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code LOCKEDON for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. We're also brought to you by Odoo. Running a business shouldn't feel like you're trying to connect a bunch of systems that were never designed to work together. One app for accounting, another for inventory, another for sales, and somehow none of them talk to each other. That's where Odoo comes in. Odoo is an all-in-one business management software that brings every part of your business together in one powerful platform. From sales and accounting to inventory and marketing, everything works in one place, helping your team move faster, stay organized, and focus on growing the business instead of managing software. The best organizations know that success isn't just about talent, it's about having everyone working towards the same goal. And that's true in sports, just like it is in business. One thing that really stands out is how organizations get everything pulling in the same direction. Let's look at, say, the New York Knicks bringing Jalen Brunson in, and they put a plan together to rebuild the Villanova Wildcats and win a championship. It wasn't just one great player or coach. It was a coordinated effort across the entire organization that made it successful. You can tell this wasn't a reactionary move either. This organization had a vision, stuck to it, and now you're seeing the results because everyone was working from the same playbook. Great organizations win because operations matter, and that's why you should get Odoo. Try it for free today, odoo.com/lockedon. That's odoo.com/lockedon. And lastly, we are brought to you by Kalshi. Baseball season is here, and now you can trade every game on Kalshi. On Kalshi, when you trade every single game, you're not trading against the house. There is no house. You're trading against peers. You can buy in and out of your spot throughout the game. Tomorrow, the Cincinnati Reds are trading at 43% against the New York Yankees for a chance to take the series, which means if you put that $100 to trade $100, you get to win up to a $223 payout. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house and the probability changes. You can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code LOCKEDON to get $10 when you trade 10. KALSHI, Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, visit kalshi.com/regulatory. Hello again to our everydayers. Thank you so much for spending some time with me here this afternoon on the Postcast as we discuss the Cincinnati Reds 10-2 win over the New York Yankees. If you are just checking the Locked On Reds for the first time here on the Postcast, thank you so much. Please be sure to subscribe, whether it's on your podcast app of choice or here on YouTube. So you can not only get my show after each and every game, but you get Jeff Carr and Stephen Alfenbaker Monday through Friday on Locked On Reds as well. And don't forget, if you are already an everydayer and want to step your game up, check out the Everydayer Club right now. We have 7-day free trials where you can check out ad-free episodes of our shows and all your favorite Locked On shows. You get access to our Discord chat. And if you do like it, after 7 days, it's $5 a month or $50 a year. Go to lockedonreds.supercast.com to learn more. All right, guys. So I know Sal Stewart's definitely the player of the game and definitely earns the right for it. But I wanted to do one I haven't done yet because he also had a great career day so far in his young career. And I want to make sure Edwin Arroyo gets some love as well.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
You know, Edwin Arroyo is a guy who, well, normally when these guys get these calls up, right, it's, like Elly. It was like they had no choice. Matt McClain, they had no choice. Like they just were better than where they're at in AAA. They had to come up. His thing was a little different, right? It was Elly's hurt, and the Reds need a body, and they need a middle infielder, so they call Edwin Arroyo. And you could tell at first it kind of took him a little bit to get going. He's been a little up and down, like most guys are in his situation. And you're starting to really see him settle in and figure out how to be a consistent major league player. And today, his first 4-hit game in the big leagues. Now, he gets a double out of it too, just a second double. So it's only a second extra base hit. But I think it's bottom of the order, getting on base 4 times. It feels like he's kind of finding his stride in the major leagues to see what he can potentially be. And obviously, he's going to get better with time goes on. Now, will he be here on Tuesday when Elly comes back? Who knows? That's the conversation. It's going to be Arroyo. It's going to be Benson. I don't think anyone that for sure has an answer to that quite yet. But I'm really thinking he's really trying to get his chance to earn a spot out there. So if you look at his last 7 games, he's 7 for his last 25. He's got 4 runs in that time. He's hitting .280 with a .333 on base and a .360 slugging. The slugging is not where any of us thought it would be, but I think we all would take that batting average, and we all would definitely take that on base percentage. Plus, he's a really good fielder. I know he had a wild throw today, but you can see the athleticism in there. You can see the talent with him. So I'm excited to see how he continues to grow and continues to mature as a baseball player. And I'm hoping that things can kind of keep going the Reds' direction, where even when Elly comes back, he earns a point to stay, because you probably trust him and feel a little bit more than you trust some of these other guys who are getting at bats. You're right. And you feel like he can maybe bring a little bit more of a spark to the team. So we'll see how things go. But today, the Reds are victors against the New York Yankees, 10-2. The Reds have 10 runs on 15 hits and 3 errors. The Yankees have 2 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. Andrew Abbott is your winner today. He's now 5-4 with a .383. And Will Warren takes the loss for the Yankees. He is now 7-2 with a .345. Now buckle up for Father's Day tomorrow, because we've got the pitching matchup of pitching matchups at Yankee Stadium. As for us, it's Chase Burns Day. Chase Burns is 8-1 with a .201 ERA. And what in the world? Okay, did they change something for tomorrow? Did the Yankees change something? Because I just checked the app. It doesn't have Garrett Cole listed for starting tomorrow anymore. Did they make a change that I don't know about? It has Elmer Rodriguez starting, which is not as fun. Elmer Rodriguez is 0-1 with a .415 ERA. We're going to pretend it's still Garrett Cole and see how things go tomorrow. But first pitch is at 1:35 like it was today, so you should see me about regular time tomorrow. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me this Saturday afternoon. I hope you enjoy the rest of this beautiful day in Cincinnati. maybe have a cigar. Maybe the bourbon's going to taste a little better since the Reds won today, and we'll all enjoy our time. But I'm Tim Daniel. Everyone, thank you so much. Have a great night. Go Red Legs. I will see you tomorrow.